So I just got off the phone with a subscriber. His name is Wayne, and he's thinking about coming over to Melton. He gave me some very profound information I want to pass on to you guys. Tubiest of the tubiest, the best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you, and I'm 50 plus. And so today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about preparing yourself to get into this industry, trucking. It's going to keep you away from the house for a little while. And you want to make sure the house is taken care of. So what made me, I've made videos about this before, but what made me want to talk to you guys again is Wayne, one of the subscribers. I talked to Wayne, and he's wanting to come over to Melton and get going. And he and I had a nice little conversation, and he said something to me that was very profound and wanted to share that with you guys. And he said that he wanted to pay off his debts and be debt free before he got into this industry. Now, do I agree with that? 150%, 100%. I do. Now, is it possible for everyone? No, it's not. It's not a feasible objective for a lot of people. In fact, they're getting into this industry so that they can pay bills. So he obviously already has an income, but doing this trucking is just going to be something that he is basically getting back into, and he can do this with his wife, so they can both be in the truck together. She won't drive; she'll be a rider, but he enjoys spending time with his wife, and then that's definitely a good way to do it, and make some pretty damn good money at the same time. So I get it, but the significance of being able to control your income and the expenditure of your income, which does what's the most important, which is keep money in your pocket. Paying off your debts is a outstanding thing. That's the way to do it. Look at it this way. Say guy A makes $20,000 a year, okay? And guy A consumes, so I was about to say spends, I'm gonna say consumes. Consumes is going to be, eating and bills and just surviving day to day. Consume about $18,000 a year. So that means he will only be able to keep $2,000, all right? Guy B makes $100,000 a year. Guy B consumes about $120,000 a year. And the other $20,000 that he has not earned, okay? He pays that in debt. Basically, what I'm saying is that's credit card debt. So he's able to spend more than he earns because he leverages himself. He borrows against his name, basically. And you can easily do that and overspend. That's overspending. That's all it is. And you don't make enough money to cover that. You can't. If you make $100,000 a year and you spend 120, then the guy A is in much better situation than guy B, although guy A only made $20,000 a year. Okay, it's because guy A is able to keep some of the money that he earns. Okay, so I use that big broad gap. Okay, because the truth in finances is it doesn't matter how much money you earn. It only matters how much money you keep. So you can make $100,000, but if you spend $100,000, you keep zero. You make $20,000 a year and you spend 18, you keep 2. So you winning. You follow me? And an ideal way to do that, especially when you're gonna start a new career. You guys, this is a rookie channel, so you guys are just getting started into it, or you're thinking about getting started into it. Position yourself in life, period. Doesn't matter if it's getting into trucking or whatever you're getting into. Position yourself to be successful. And the way Wayne is doing it, he's going to position himself to be successful. Now, Wayne is not a young man, okay? Wayne knows what he's doing because he has life experience, okay? He's got some of this, okay? And we've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And what I'm giving to you right now is a lesson of wisdom from me to you, and I'm hoping that you guys understand what I'm saying, okay? And that's the reason, if you've been following for a while, you'll hear me say all the time, I don't care about cent per mile. What does that mean? What is cent per mile? You chase cent per mile, thinking that somehow the more cent per mile you make, the better off you're gonna be. And that's not necessarily so. One guy makes 80 cents a mile. He's that $100,000 guy, and then another guy making, 38 cents a mile. He may be the $20,000 a year guy, but somehow that $20,000 a year guy ends up in a better position at the end of the year than the $100,000 guy. You follow me? So just because somebody's going to pay you a high cents a mile or even a high percentage of the load, it doesn't make any difference if you don't know financing. If you don't know finances, not financing, finances, if you don't understand how money works, you won't be successful. So I want you guys to get yourself to a position where you can keep your income. Do that by getting folks out of your pocket. Debt has to go. And if you can position yourself before you get into this, and before you lease a truck, or before you do anything of that nature, you can pay off your debt. Or at least, a large chunk of it. Get rid of car payments, all this kind of stuff. That's just car payments, man. Come on. Get rid of all that kind of stuff, okay? Put yourself in a position to be successful. Some of you may not agree. You may disagree with all this. I don't know what you're talking about. I will challenge you. If you're smart enough, you won't take this challenge. But if you think you can write a check bigger than me, then you let me know. We'll do a little challenge. No, we won't, because I ain't got that to prove to you. I just want you to get this information, get this knowledge, make yourself better. Get yourself out of debt, okay? Keep the money you earn. Quit giving it away to somebody else to have, a fancy living, okay? All right, then get into this industry and be very successful. You won't be worrying about cents per mile. You will agree with me at that point. Until then, deliver undistracted. Here's your boob. Here.